Hello everyone, this is Ryan here with another deck review for Hocus Pocus. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Keeper deck from Illusionist Playing Card Company, conceived by Adam Wilbur and designed by Obin Jones. Adam Wilbur is the general manager of Illusionist and also a working magician. He wanted to bring to the market a deck that was affordable, looked like the classic Rider backs, and also handled like a broken-in deck right out of the box. He left the design aspect to Obin and focused most of his attention on the handling of the deck. Through experimenting and refining each step of the manufacturing process, he came up with a deck that's not only thinner than a standard pack, but is also more softer and flexible on the very first use. So let's start off with a look at the tuck case. Tuck case starts with a standard white stock combined with a few shades of blue and a bit of red and yellow for contrast. The front centers around a ship's wheel with a lighthouse amidst crashing waves set against the night sky. The moon, stars, and light cast from the tower are all accented in yellow. The lighthouse is red, along with the handles of the ship's wheel, and the banners denoting the cards as standards. Keeper, in a fitting font, sits at the top, while Playing Cards fills the bottom frame. The sides of the tuck contain a gray outline blue box with a lighthouse image in the center. One side has a quote that reads, "Seek not a lighthouse greater than the human mind." The other side reads, "Performance coding and professional quality." The back of the box has a poem from Obin Jones about the keeper of the lighthouse. A bearded figure in coastal clothing stands arms crossed in front of a rocky cliff and crashing waves. The wood-cut dash and dot style is used in place of color or texture. Keeper, in the same font as the front, sits at the top. The bottom has Illusionist logo and address. The top of the box lists some important details like standard face and standard size. The tuck flap has all four suits and a light blue on blue. The side tabs have the initials of Adam and Obin. The tuck case may not be the highlight of the deck, but it still has plenty of detail and the information you're used to seeing on a standard deck of cards. Embossing, foil, and a deck seal were left off, and the money normally spent on these features was shifted to providing a better stock and improved handling characteristics. The card back design is purposely similar to the Rider backs most people are used to seeing. A ship's wheel sits in the center and is overlapped by mirrored images of a lighthouse and crashing waves. Floral patterns fill in the frame around the edge. A dot matrix in a more uniform pattern than the Rider backs fills the space between the center image and the floral patterns. The detail in the print is clean and crisp. The white lines and dots are uniform and balanced in the design, and the familiar Obin style is highlighted in the reliefed carved style of the lighthouse and waves. Dots and dashes give the illusion of shading and depth. The 56 cards include 2 jokers, a duplicate card, and an add card along with 13 cards of each suit. The jokers are both identical and feature the lighthouse keeper and cliff image from the back of the box. A ship with cracked masts and loose sails teeters on the waves. Adam decided to include a duplicate of a commonly chosen card over a double backer since he finds duplicates more useful than double backers. An add card with Illusionist information is included with the deck. The Ace of Spades features a larger pip with a lighthouse and waves in the center. Keeper and Illusionist information is printed on the ace as well. The other 3 aces are standard. All the courts save 2 are standard. The details are outlined in a light blue and filled with the standard USPCC colors and clothing design. The Jack and Queen of Clubs have custom faces of Adam Wilbur and his wife. The numerical cards are the exact same you get in any standard bicycle deck. The bright red and deep black that we're all familiar with are used. The cards are printed by USPCC. In an Illusionist podcast, Adam talks about how this deck's centered around the handling. He wanted to print a deck that's easy to handle, use, and faro right out of the box. Adam experimented at every production phase to achieve the feel and handling he demands from a worker's deck. The dry time, batch size, stock used, and cut were all tweaked till the perfect conditions were all met. Mind you, this was all done with a goal of producing a deck that can be affordable for the everyday worker. The stock is thinner and measures out to 0.24 millimeters per card and weighs in at 1.623 grams per card. For comparison, the average bicycle Rider backs are 0.27 to 0.28 millimeters thick, and the Guy Hollingworth deck measures out to 0.23 millimeters per card. The overall result is a softer, more flexible deck right out of the box. The printing and cutting precision is spot on. USPCC has the ability, in small batches, to give the overseas printers a run for their money. A quick flip through the deck shows very little fluctuation in the image or borders. This deck is definitely for the workers. Again, the emphasis is on handling and usability. The classic feel to the design, the standard faces, traditional pips, and layout all work together to give this deck an honest and familiar appeal. Adam wanted to print a deck he would use every day in close-up and performance magic. With low prices, you won't have to worry about ruining your custom art decks with mercury folds, signed cards, or torn and restore routines. Artists might appreciate the new stock and finish combination, along with a more flexible feel and less snap. Serious card players can also enjoy this deck with its standard faces and familiar colors on the courts. Collectors might find this deck just as appealing as some of the art decks out there. The box design has a more embellished design than other worker or standard decks like Riderbacks, Phoenix, or Bees. You never know what decks will be in high demand years down the road. With the popularity of this deck so far, and a majority of them being used, it might be a good idea to keep a few sealed. Adam, Oben, and the Illusionist team brought the Magic community another gem. They truly handle and feel as advertised. The unique manufacturing process, the classic look to the back design, and the affordable price make this a must-have for anybody who cuts, shuffles, or manipulates cards. Adam mentioned that if sales go well, he may come out with other classic colors with the same back design. So click your way over to hocus-pocus.com and put a few of the keepers in your cart and feel how they handle for yourself. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more reviews.